What's up, guys, and welcome one more time here to BitBrothers, place where you learn and discover new opportunities every single day. Today we have some very interesting news for you on the crypto space. We can see spike and actually a retrace on the chart. Yesterday we talked about the green charts and Bitcoin going up and breaking the 24,000K prices, and today is already 0.02% or 3%, 3.21% down in the last 24 hours Bitcoins, and Ethereum 4.74. Talking about that, I'm going to give my briefing here and then Papa will take over. We also said here on the title of the video, apart from the crypto news, Ethereum merge, Bitcoin green chart turning red. Well. Ethereum, I'm going to give to you guys here Ethereum updates in one of the most talked about topic in the crypto. In the crypto space, within the merge income upcoming now, let's clear up some confusion and discuss in the upcoming upgrades. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the upgrades. Very interesting news. The merge marks a critical point in the Ethereum history with a full transition to proof of stake. The base layer will merge with the Bitcoin chain. Three upgrades aren't happening, not three. These upgrades aren't happening all at once. They comprise a series of upgrades, which will happen within some stage. Stage one, focus on the already launched Bitcoin chain, which introduced a proof of stake consensus mechanism to the Ethereum. Since Ethereum is a traditionally proof of work network, it's associated with the energy intensiveness of mining, right? This shift to proof of stake sees the presence of validators that validates the transactions. This eliminates the use of expensive mining hardware, which makes the switch to staking more energy efficient. Stage two. Okay, this is very interesting, guys, because it make you understand the merge of Ethereum and the whole concept. Okay, the stage two is focusing on the merging the current Ethereum mainnet with the Bitcoin chain. Bitcoin. I always read Bacon, a Bitcoin chain proof of stake system. This makes the Bitcoin chain the consensus layer and the Ethereum mainnet the execution layer. Okay, so stage three, focus on the sharding. It involves splitting the database on the blockchain into 64 shared chains. This way, each validator verifies only the respective shards they are responsible for, as opposed to each validator verifying the entire network, which is inefficient. Interesting, very interesting this. Without sharding, validators would also need to prohibitively expensive hardware to validate the blocks. Thus, sharding encourages further decentralization by lowering the barrier to entry for anyone who wishes to run a node. Okay, then you might ask, but why upgrade the Ethereum? In the white paper, Vitalik posed a problem called scalability trilemma. You can have security, scalability, and decentralization, but not all three at the same time, which is the main challenge the upgrades is aiming to address. Very interesting, right? Well, let's address some misconceptions surrounding the merge. You might hear that increased transactions throughput and lower transaction fees for the network. Believes believe it or not, these aren't the direct objective of the upgrade. Okay, so this it's very, very interesting because a lot of people are believing that this merge will lower fee transaction. And I will read again. Let's address some misconceptions surrounding the merge. You might hear that it increase transactions throughout the lower transactions fees for the network. Believe or not, these are in the direction objective of the upgrade. This means that the merge won't lower transaction cost, nor will up the speed of the transactions. The main goals to achieve are security and sustainability, which will decentralize the network further and lower the barriers to entry for node which ups network security. These upgrades will also lay the foundation in preparation for rollups, which are layer 2 solutions that of which the development has become centrally ties to the future of Ethereum. Thinking of Ethereum's update as a scalable layer where rollups can operate. Okay, so, well, what do you need to do now? Some users are concerned about the safety of their funds on the chain. So you can relax because your funds will not be impacted whatsoever post-merge, since Ethereum entire blockchain history will remain intact. There have also been reports of ETH holders having to upgrade their tokens to ETH 2.0 token, right? But these are mostly misinformation of bare malicious intent. So you won't need to do that. So what's next? Ethereum IS, the earliest blockchain with smart contracts, which gives an upper hand to the project. But for how long will the plan successfully be implemented? Will the upgrades Ethereum manage to displace the competition? So that's the idea. And also leave us for us here on the comments here. What do you think that this merge will cause to the price maybe of Ethereum? I mean, we already seen some spikes on the price, right? Is when it merge, is the price dropping? Is actually something that's going to be good? We know that now is actually doesn't change speed transaction or gas fee. It will probably stay the same. So everybody was expecting, hoping things to be faster or cheaper, but that it's not the case. But yes, we'll be more secure, which is great, and will be proof of work, which is give sustainability to the blockchain. Okay. Another thing for you guys here, that happened to Tornado Cash. I don't know if you guys heard. Ethereum-based mixed Tornado Cash sanctioned by the US government. So popular Ethereum-based coin mixing service Tornado Cash has been sanctioned by the US government, Department of the Treasury, according on the Monday announcement. The move shows that American authorities are determined to go after different parts of the crypto supply chain that are used for nefarious activities. And then let me share here with you guys. Let's see if it's going to open. The Twitter of the Treasury Department, they state this, I think was yesterday, yesterday, Treasury sanctioned virtual currency mixer Tornado Cash. If you know Tornado Cash, they basically they make you be anonymous on the transaction, okay? Privacy, gives you more privacy, which has been used to launder more than 7 billion worth of virtual currency since its creation in 2019. Virtual currency mixers that assisted criminal at threat to the US national security. This is from the Treasury Department of the US government. So that's that, guys. From me, some news today here. We know some news on the merge of the Ethereum. If you didn't know anything about the merging, the Ethereum merge, and you know, just a lot of misconception, misleading information out there. So I told you guys everything that I found here on the Ethereum merge. Let us know if it's a good thing on the Tornado Cash here. I don't know if it's actually this is a good thing, because Tornado Cash, I believe, was used especially to help people to have more privacy within the transaction. But I don't know. I mean, how that is rolling up, especially with the U.S. government. Anyway. The chart, Papa will go through with you guys on the chart. I hope you guys enjoy the show. And before anything, I think I forgot to say, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, because like this, you help us to grow here. We have 822 followers on our channel, but we are aiming to get to 1,000 followers here. So please do smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share our content. We do bring amazing information for you here on the crypto space. Follow us on Twitter, because we also bring a lot of things there during the day, as we just do one live per day here. And on our Twitter, we do share a lot of stuff. You can follow us, Papa BitBrother, Casquinha Crypto on Twitter as well. I'm Casquinha Crypto, and welcome to our show.
Hello guys, Papa BitBrother here. And once again, the market, it's kind of showing us how volatile it is, yeah? And we keep saying this to you guys all the time. Be careful these times. We are in the accumulation zone, and things are very crazy. Everything that happens in the world affects the market a lot. And we could see that, tomorrow the Fed will show the interest rates in America again, and people expect to go lower. But if it goes higher, I think we're going to have a drop in the market once again, guys. Okay, so the prediction is that it goes to 8.7%. We are at 9.1%. The prediction last time, guys, was at 8.8%. It went to 9.1%. So the prediction now is for 8.7%. So basically, I saw an article saying that for the past 17 months, 12 times the predictions were wrong, and the 5 times that the predictions were correct, they were on the dot. So that means they weren't any lower than they predicted. So if they predicted that the interest rates were go to a 6%, it stayed at 6%. And any other predictions that they made, it went higher. So the next predictions after 6% was like, 7, and it went, and the actual results was 7.2, 7.3. So every time that they made a prediction, there was higher or equal to what they predicted, okay, for the past 17 months. So if you take that in account, the probability that it's going to go to 8.7%, it's very low. So, but of course, the markets react to this. So I think that's why there was this pump, okay, in the market there, because if people think the interest rate's going to go lower, so people invest more. But, I believe that it will go high again. I think it's going to be very hard, guys. Very, very difficult times for everybody. Okay, the war is still affecting very, very much the world. Okay, and you can see that the war is going to affect Germany because of the gas supply that they had from Russia. It's probably going to have big cut. Things that we hear, we don't know, isn't it? It's politics, but we know this affects a lot the country, because also hearing and talking about that pretty much is everything that affects the market, because that's why we need to be in the market all the time, so we don't listen to or at least we kind of filter a lot of that, because there's so much going on, so much talk going on that is insane. Okay, so I like to bring things to you guys. I think we always, as a small fish in the big sea, me and Casca, we bring things that we think is going to be very valuable for you as a small investor. Okay, maybe someone like, Beach Boy Crypto, these guys were in the market for a long time. They bring, like, for example, Banter now is bring you coins to invest. They bring you things to do. But for example, I think sometimes I watch all these crypto channels as well. But many of the information they bring, of course, valid. But for example, I watched the other day, like they giving entry points to enter the market. But maybe I'm not there. I don't have time to be watching these coins to do entry point. They say, I'll put stop loss and blah, blah, blah. But unless you want to become a trader, and I think most people nowadays, we don't have time to become this kind of traders that we can actually look at the channel. Maybe we missed the entry point. Yeah, I think it's very complicated to follow them in this aspect, or even to go and invest in a coin, especially right now with this volatility, because you need time. So I bring things for you to have a look and stud whenever you have time. Okay, that's what I like to bring, me and Casca, pretty much for now. Of course, when it was a bull run, when we see that there are projects that promise there's like good potential, we bring those projects to you as well. But at this moment, everything's so risky that it's not even worth mentioning. It's very, very risky things. And for you guys that might be starting in crypto, the crypto journey, and hear about a very high risk crypto project, and then you lose your money, and you're gonna blame us because we know, although it's here. Once again, let me put it there. We keep forgetting to put the banners, but again, we're not here to give financial advice, but we know people here because, of course, you are here to hear about the projects, right, that we are studying. And then sometimes you invest without really looking into the project, and you ended up losing money. Okay, like happened to us for sure. We've done that. We've gone through that. That's why I'm so happy, guys, because all of the mistakes we've done in this past 2 years, me and Casca, it was lessons learned. We lost money. We entered into like bad projects, but we also made money. Casca has the $12. We say the $12 multiplier. No, he invested $12 in a coin. He's still multiplying. He's still making profits. He's still getting profits and investing something else. It's the most profitable $12 in history, I think. In the future, we're gonna talk about the $12. We're gonna make a T-shirt, $12, and people are gonna be like, "What?"
$12 multiplier.
From $12 to multimillionaire. That's what gonna be our
The $12 helped me and Papa. Was the
exactly.
$12
His $12 helped both of us because he entered and then we kind of invested a little bit. But again, good opportunity. We're gonna talk to you about that when the bull run is in. We're gonna talk about that, the strategy we used on the $12 thing. Okay, and then you can do your own research. Okay, without talking more, I'm gonna leave you today with things that I'm looking now. Of course, let's keep quick look in the market, and then today, guys, once again, it's things for you to have a look, because otherwise we're gonna be here for an hour reading everything that I have to bring for you today. Okay, so yeah, we're doing our part to show you the content, and then of course you're gonna have to go there and research as well to help you be more within the ecosystem. Trending flow and Ethereum, nice, recently added. There's so many here. So Bitcoin at 23,244, didn't hold the 24,000. Ethereum didn't quite reach the 1,800. I think it went for 1,806, isn't it? Let's see in the past 24 hours, what was the price of Ethereum here? 1 second, guys. Why are we talking about Ethereum? Because we can see Ethereum is one of the most talked about coin. Look at this, guys. If you're in 2015, you bought Ethereum at 42 cents. How well you will be in this bull run with 1,000x. Look at this. Oh man, 1,000 or more. 10,000x. 10,000x you made here. Okay, in the last 7 days, 1,806 was yesterday's top. So, but we didn't quite hold the 1,800. You could see here that we topped here was yesterday at 9 o'clock in the morning, something like this. We topped, but we went straight back down. Yeah, at 10 o'clock in the morning. Then we start to go down straight away. So it didn't really quite hold it $1,800 because, like I said, I think people are still very much waiting for what the Fed's gonna say tomorrow. Slightly high number now, but guys, again, until this, why we don't really talk much about all the other projects, especially me and Casca. There are opportunities here everywhere. There are. We keep talking to you coins that we always looking. The first 20 coins, especially, there are many good projects that we're looking at. Okay, there's like Also after that, there's Flow that I'm looking, VeChain, ApeCoin, Decentraland, Sandbox, Tezos, Hatebar, Theta, Aave. I look in EOS sometimes, Helium, the Graph, Phantom, Gate Phantom, Fifth Rune, Chilis, the Curve, Lido, uh, Engine. Okay, some like many metaverse coins, game coins, and layer one coins, layer two solution coins, and yeah, so those are the coins we're looking at. But until these two, you know, kind of more settled, these ones here are very, very high risk. Anything we do now is very high risk. Maybe it's not the best time to DCA right now because we're still very, stable. We need to kind of see what move is going to make, and I think still we're going to have another flush out very, very soon. Okay, so I saw this today, guys. What will cryptocurrency market look like in 2027? Here are 5 predictions. I think it's an article on Cointelegraph. I'm just gonna read the title for you, and then, of course, like I said to you, if we're gonna read everything, it's gonna take too long, and I want you to, have a say and a read on that. So the metaverse will not rise. These are one predictions they have. I don't believe this is gonna happen. I think the metaverse will rise, but I didn't read the full thing. So the metaverse is a hot topic, but most people do not have even the slightest idea of what actually it comprises. The metaverse is a holistic virtual world that exists on an ongoing basis without pauses or resets, works in real time, accommodates any number of users, has its own economy. So how come this will not rise? I don't understand. So the metaverse is going to happen, but I don't think any of the existing corporate attempts to intentionally create the metaverse are going anywhere. So this is Vitalik, the creator of Ethereum. But guys, again, have a read on that and see what you think. Wallet will become super apps. An active decentralized finance user is forced to deal with dozens of protocols these days. Wallets, interface, exchange, bridge, loan protocols. There are hundreds of them, and they are growing daily. Having to live with such an array of technologies is inconvenient even for advanced users. As for the prospect of mass adoption, such a state of affairs is all more unacceptable. Guys, I think this is really amazing. So eventually, that's why we're saying you guys have to be in the universe every day, because it is complicated, guys. I have here, if you go to my sidebar here, guys, I have, look at this. Most of these things here are crypto websites that I'm invested in, that I'm looking at. So it's so much every single day going on. That is insane. I have crypto wallet, I have Coinbase wallet, I have MetaMask, and we have to do this. It's definitely crazy. So we will need a super app where we can do everything we want. We can deal with the exchange, and from the exchange is connected to our MetaMask, and it's one click we change. One click in the metaverse. Otherwise, we're not gonna have the adoption that we need. I think super apps will happen, is definitely, so we can have more adoption. If you ask your grandparents to check this stuff, they're not gonna be able to do it unless it's very, very, very easy and simple. They're not gonna be adopted to crypto, and I think that's where we're heading to. Bitcoin will become a unit of account on pair with the US dollar or euro. Money has 3 main roles, acting as a means of payment, store of value, and unit of account. Many cryptocurrencies, primarily stable coins, are used as means of payment. Bitcoin, to much lesser extent. Ether are used as stores of value among cryptocurrencies. But the United States dollar remains the main unit of account in the world. Everything is valued in dollars, including Bitcoin. The real victory for sound money will be heralded when cryptocurrencies take over the role of a unit of account. Bitcoin is currently the main candidate for this role. Such a victory will signify a major mental shift. I think this is going to happen as well, for sure. Maybe, if not by 2027, in the future, for sure. With up 43% the first 5 months this year, nat gas 155, gasoline. This is the Pentoshi, guys. Pentoshi is a very, very good guy. So he explained here the correlation with inflation. The fourth is at least half of the top 50 cryptocurrencies will see their standing decline. Also, that's why we have to be here looking every single day, because we have seen this year now with Luna, guys, coins that we think going to be very, very strong suddenly can drop. That's why also it's very important to variety on your cryptocurrency portfolio. Okay, guys, do not, if you have always to balance it out, do not ever have more. I don't think you should have more than 5% of your portfolio in one single coin, because it's very, very risky. The crypto market will fragment along geographic lines. Cryptocurrencies are global by default, but they are not invulnerable to influence of individual states. The state always has an edge, an extra trick up its sleeve. A number of territories, US, European, China, Russia, have already introduced or are threatening to introduce strict regulation of cryptocurrencies. The factor of international competition is superimposed onto internal state motivations. When Russia was heavily sanctioned, some crypto projects start restricting Russia users from accessing their servers, or even blocking their funds. This scenario may play out again in the future with respect to China. Okay, so I think so as well. This is very important, guys, because like this, all these wars and these crazy things happen, people will have projects that more like are more oriented to a certain type of country and people as well. And I think this is the process anyway. I don't see anything wrong with that. So some people, this is the world, isn't it, guys? Some people lose, some people earn. What can we do? Hopefully most people can enter in any project, but if that's happen, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. This is the world. Okay, last one but not least, I'm gonna leave you this thread of Tasha Labs. Okay, guys, she made so many good points here. Today's problems of Web3 are tomorrow's investment opportunities. This is what me and Cas keep saying to you all the time, guys. Today's problems of Web3, I made her words my word. I'm gonna retweet her right now. Today's problems of Web3 are tomorrow's investment opportunities. Look for projects that work to solve these 8 big problems of the industry. So be aware, if you find any of these problems that she's going to put here, and you know that there's a project that's trying to solve these problems, I think that's the project that's going to boom. And I think this is where we start to look. She's going to explain which problems here we need to solve. She says here, so DeFi, poor scaling and UX for DEXs. And then she put so much going, impairment loss, large slippage, MEV, Samuelish attack, slow. And then she explains everything. I think it's super nice. So then she put no real economy integration for on-chain lending. So you have to read everything, guys. It's not easy. Read here. You have to understand, read again. Okay, that's why for me to read and explain to you will be a lot and long. So NFTs, so solve the problems of NFTs, solve the weak tooling for NFT storage, display verification, poor integration with rest of blockchain economy. These are problems that we have now, that things that's going to solve this problem, that's going to probably thrive, okay? High cost and low performance of public blockchains, high friction and poor security of cross-chain operations. We can see hacks all the time happening on these cross-chain operations in the bridge and all that. So, of course, the companies that solve these problems fast and make that secure is going to definitely thrive, okay? And then, so that's number 7. And then she explains everything. Possible investment angles similar to L1s, layer 1s and layer 2s. And the number 8, where's number? I think is here. So, yeah, she put 8, but there's only 7 here. Anyway, guys, so I wanted just to leave you with this. If you want to have a nice read about, the problems that we have in crypto right now, also for you to be aware, I think you should follow Tasha Labs and check her thread, okay? That's it, guys, for me today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Half an hour there. Long program today.
Yeah, we did a long show today.
But I think it's needed. Sorry about that, guys.
All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us today here. Remember the way out, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Become part here of the Beach family. Follow us on our social medias, Papa BitBrother and Casquinha Crypto. And we'll see you guys on another show or in another live. Ciao!